Hello, everybody. Welcome to a new day and a new word. So, today I got a word for you. Yes, for you yourself. Okay. We are the most neglected. If you just go and introspect, okay, you will find out that you are the most neglected by you. Okay, we invest our time and our life in a lot of other things, other people, but we hardly, there's a very less percentage that we give to ourselves. Okay, and might be feel you don't feel the side effects of it immediately, but when the fuel runs out, when you run out of fuel, that's the time you start feeling. And in most cases, it's really late by then. It's late by then. So I just thought today I had this on my in my spirit that I wanted to speak to you about how important are we. Because if you don't fill yourself, you will never be able to fill anybody else. Okay, if you don't if you're not in a happy place, you will never be able to bring that joy and happiness to your loved ones, to the people around you. And basically you will not be able to radiate joy. All right. And I feel that's very, very important. We cannot see listen, the first thing is that it's very strange that many people, especially I'm talking about even the younger generation, they feel they complain so much about life. They complain so much about life. Like, where is this coming from? Okay, we got to cherish life. Like, this life that has been given to us, we got to cherish it. And especially after those 2 years of the pandemic and all that people have gone through, I think by now our mindset should have changed. But sadly, it hasn't. And that is not going to take us into a good place. Okay, so I feel that you yourself must come first. Because when you feed yourself, when you know how to keep yourself happy, okay, automatically everything else around you begins to work. Why? Because you're giving everything. You're giving, you are radiating and giving your life the strength and the energy and the power of God that it needs. Okay, and that is what we have been, might be moving through life in a way that what we expect God to do something from the outside. Might be some event that happens that makes us happy, or a celebration or a good event that makes us happy, or might be our happiness. Most of us, most our happiness is dependent on people around us. Okay, then anything, like might be your happiness depends on how much money you have. Might be your happiness depends on what stuff you have. Okay, might be just shopping gives you happiness. But I feel that is a very low living. It's really low living. I think we need to uproot ourselves from this low living and come to a place where we know how to be happy with or without anything. Because that's the real joy and happiness, that's not going to be taken away from you. Because it doesn't come from anything. It generates. You are that happy person. You are a joyful person. You have decided to enjoy this life. You have decided that life is beautiful. You're no longer complaining about your life. You're no longer looking at somebody else's life and comparing, and just trying to see the negatives of your life. Like, such kind of a person can never ever be happy. Because what guarantee, okay, the people whose lives you are comparing your life with, and the people that you feel are happy, I mean, how do you really know that they are happy? They could have worse problems than you. So don't, let's not put God to test. And I feel, if he has given you this life, he's planned it. It's a setup. I don't care what you're going through right now, but I want to tell you one thing: it's a setup. God has a plan for you, and it's everything is aligning to that master plan. The issues you might be going through right now, or whatever you might be going through right now, everything is a part of that master plan. And trust me, that master plan is something that you will never want to exchange it for anything in the world. Okay, the problem is just that we don't get to see it before. Okay, it needs faith to hang on there. It needs faith to hang there, and it needs faith to just be patient until the final piece is revealed. Okay, until then, what are you doing? How are you treating your life? Because if you're treating your life in a negative way, if you're treating your life saying that you don't like your life, you don't enjoy your life, you'd rather live somebody else's life, or whatever it is, you will never ever reach in that place where of fulfillment. You will never reach a place where you're content. You'll never be content that way. Okay, so that is what I wanted to bring to you, that if you don't do it for yourself, nobody else is going to do it for you. If you don't do it for yourself, nobody else is going to do it for you. Your children are not going to do it for you. Your spouse is not going to do it for you. Okay, your parents are not going to do it for you. Nobody, your friends are not going to do it for you. You got to be a happy person. You got to decide that I am going to enjoy life and I'm going to be a happy person. The day you begin to enjoy life, and the day you begin to be happy and find joy in every day, you will begin to manifest. I mean, I can't even tell you. You will begin to manifest things so fast. You'll begin to move into your destiny in God's speed. Why? Because that is what you are creating for yourself. Listen, nobody else is, that's why I said nobody else is doing that for you. If you're in a bad place, if you're in a sorrowful place, you have created that for you. Why? Because you have given, somebody has come and done something or made you feel a particular way, but you have given that person so much of power that he can be your God. And then you are just being a slave to whatever that person has done, or whatever the situation has done. Okay, no matter what it is, but you can't stop living. Rather, you got a choice whether you will move forward sorrowful or in a bitter way, because that's only going to affect you. You know that very well by now. We've been doing a lot of soul healing. Okay, if you've not watched those videos, please go back and watch those videos. Because if you are going to live in a sorrowful place, you are going to attract every possible disease and sickness in your body. And listen, nobody's got the time to take care of sick people. Okay, and you shouldn't even expect, because it is your responsibility, not anybody else's. So beloveds, today I wanted to just throw light upon this, that we must arise for yourself. Arise, give yourself what you need, give yourself the attention that you need. Okay, learn to meditate each day and introspect each day. Introspect in your soul. One of the best ways to live a happy, healthy life is to go back and keep checking your soul. What is it that you must get rid of? Is it bitterness, anger, jealousy, or whatever it could be, those wounds in your soul that you need to get rid of? You got to work on it. Okay, work on it and get rid of those things, so that you will automatically see the quality of your life improve. Another thing is, get yourself involved in some activity that gives you joy. Whatever it could be, dancing, painting, whatever. It really helps, So involve yourself with such activities that give you joy, and also that, help you de-stress. So, beloveds, there are many ways that you can keep yourself joyful without depending on anybody else. And I feel it's high time we must get to doing this, only so that we can give, our assignment, our God given assignment, and our life the best version of ourselves. So, that's the word that I had for you today. Stay blessed. See you soon.